Turn on the Minecraft. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So this is the public portion of the Minecart Rapid Transit Servers General Staff Meeting. It's March the 9th, 2019. Pretty sparse attendance by staff and members today, but you know, we got through a few topics. Okay, so let's go start off with the. Actually, we decided to start off with Premier City reviews first, in order to allow staff to be able to vote on it and just get out of the way before we talked about the more nitty-gritty of the meeting. The only premier candidate that was in consideration is Devi Sky. I'll have to say, unfortunately, we decided not to promote New Accredium to premier rank. There are several concerns that we have. The results of our feedback, at least with the staff that voted so far, will be available publicly fairly soon, I believe. So
You can do that now, actually. Give me a second.
Okay, moving on to community issues. So the first topic is regarding the rules revamp to basically ratify it and put it into basically make them official. Imperial, could you? Okay, I heard some feedback there. So there were we didn't get too much feedback from other players, but we did get a couple of requests from Otto and Volpicula. The first one from Otto was basically asking to adjust the 2000. Imperial Block, are you on push to talk or voice activity? Because we can hear some feedback from you.
I was not following because my computer crashed. Sorry.
Okay. So I was saying 2000 block. He was talking about the 2000 block rail line rule. Basically we decided to replace the reasonable distance wording, the wording reasonable distance, with an actual hard 2000 block limit, because just to get rid of the vagueness from that rule. Otto has argued that this is too short of a distance. However, the staff are not inclined to agree at this time. What we're going to try to do is we're going to implement the 2000 block rule for now. And if we find that the too many people are continually having to ask staff for permission to build longer rail lines, then we will adjust it accordingly at a future GSM or in future discussions. So for now, the 2000 block rule will stay in place. Similarly, Volpicula sent in a request to allow seaplanes to become amphibious per se, and to be able to let them land on land airports. For this, for the same reasoning, we've decided not to go ahead with this for now, because we would like to implement this rule first, and then see whether or not seaplane ports become, or basically want to see how popular or how widespread seaplane ports become. So
Sorry, just to add to that, another of the concerns we did have is that if we did allow seaplanes to land at normal airports, all of a sudden any new senator by the sea could have vastly more gates than an equivalent land-based senator city, just because all the extra bits like runway, there is no such thing on a seaport.
Yeah. Given those reasons, so for now we're not going to allow seaplane. So seaplanes will be restricted to just seaplane ports for now. However, at a later point, if we find that perhaps maybe seaplanes aren't as widespread as we thought, then we may consider allowing this in the future. So,
if I may, could we get the rules revamped up in voice chat?
Sure. I think there's a link. Gods, you want to bring it up, or should I bring it up?
I can probably grab it.
Probably
no, I got it. You carry on.
Okay, thanks. All right, so that's that. So other than those two concerns, what else did we? I think we also there were some other things we brought up. Yeah, there is a section in the rules revamp regarding PvP arenas. Those rules will still be in place, even though the PvP arena plugin probably won't be available when we update to 1.13. They'll still be there, but generally while the plugin is not active, we'll probably not be accepting any further new proposals for new PvP arenas. So do keep that in mind. And also, we also discussed a little adjustment to the old world rules. To clarify, if you want to maintain or make minor modifications to any builds or towns, or such as, and that also includes airports, for example, that is allowed. But anything major, any major renovations or major changes, you will require staff approval, and you will require approval even though you are the owner of that town. So we are going to be a bit more strict on and just basically locking down the old world to basically maintenance mode or maintenance tasks only. We don't want to see any sort of major changes on there. Okay. Other than all those things, though, the rules revamp, pretty much all the things that you see there, that is now, all those rules are now official. They are now ratified. Chief will be putting them up onto the rules page when he has time, probably in the near future. But basically, all the things that you see in that doc are official rules, and they will be enforced and will be referred to at all. And that does mean helipads are allowed. Seaplanes are now allowed.
Yay.
Yes. I need to take a drink of water. My throat is scratchy. Okay, moving on to 2B. This topic's about the possible world or lab world reset. Again, this reset was motivated because originally in our testing of on beta server, we're having some difficulties with the lab world. It was causing the whole server to crash during our testing. However, earlier this week I was able to fix the issue by copying over a fresh copy of the worlds and cleaning out some minecarts from the main world or main server. So that this issue is fixed, but that does not mean that it's worth discussing whether we want a reset or we should be looking to perhaps clean up the lab world. After some discussion with staff, we decided there is still some space on the lab world that we don't think that this is a pressing issue right now. It is something we may consider in the future. So there won't be any reset, and there won't be any cleanup even at this time. But one thing we will be probably adding to this is a separate map world, and this will come as part of the 1.13 update together. The map world will probably be the same size as the games or space worlds. Based on calculations that Mega did quickly, we estimate that the size of the world will probably support up to about 1,000 maps initially. And if we do need more space, we have the option of expanding if we need to. So these maps will be basically, they'll be different from uploaded maps because they'll be based on actual terrain on the map world. And the nice thing, the one advantage over uploaded maps is that you can change them later on. So yeah, so there is a map world coming. With regards to any existing maps on the lab world, I don't think I see this in the minutes. Did we decide, Gods or any other staff, if we're not going to remove existing maps, are we? Correct?
No, we're not.
Okay. So existing maps will be allowed to stay on the lab world. But I can imagine if later on we decide to clean up stuff from the lab world, we'll probably start encouraging them to move over, perhaps. Or at least we'll start removing all the larger, like, airport builds off the lab world. So, yeah, that's about it. Oh, Yoshi, I didn't see you say that. If you want to do 20 questions, then sure, I guess.
Yay!
But,
Yay!
but I'm not overly.
It can be serious or wait, no.
If you
wait,
can,
you don't need to do 20.
if you can
You
build
don't
it,
need to do 20 questions today if you don't want to.
if you can,
I do have to say I think it would be worth it today, given what is and or isn't behind you.
okay.
It's just question time.
Yoshi, if you can build it within before I finish the announcements, then
Oh, it's done.
oh,
It's
sorry,
done.
It's done.
It's done.
okay, fine. All right, we'll do 20 questions.
We need to do it before the silly questions because those will be during you ride the MRT.
Or we'll figure something. Maybe I guess.
Yeah, question time.
Okay. 2C will continue to be redacted and will not be revealed in this public portion. So I'm not going to say anything further about that.
Conspiracy.
May I just ask a question?
We're moving
Nope,
closer
nope.
and closer to a police state every day.
Questions
The answer
to
to
the
your
end,
question
please.
is redacted.
The questions to the end, please. Moving on to section 3. MRT lines. Heaven Angel has announced the allocations for this line. Let me just look them up here. I have to read them here. Okay, so H1, I think we're at H1 right now, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So H1 will be going to Fjork G. And then H9 will be going to James S _. H10 will go to MGWN. H11 will go to Vicky Posa. H12 will go to HVT 2011. Have fun, all four of you guys who are so close together. And finally, H14 will go to Cacto, which does leave all the other stations that are not claimed. Those will be claimed on a first come first served basis. So if you would like to claim an unclaimed Savannah Line station, you may do so by putting a sign in front. But those are the initial allocations of the Savannah Line, and at the end of this meeting we will open it and ride it all the way down. Moving on to 3B, Gods is proposing the extension of the Expo line. He has some time now to build it. That'll probably start in a few days. Foot Chicken is also building a road in that area, but he's going to be waiting for the MRT line to be at least put in place first before starting that road. So the road will probably come in maybe about a month or two later. Gods, is there a picture of the extension that people can? Oh, I guess they saw it on the agenda, didn't they? The public portion. Okay, so
refer to the agenda.
All right. And finally, there was a proposal from Venifly and Red Ray to extend the Plains line. This was sent to staff, but initially they did not have a staff member to help them build it. So I did ask them to find such a staff member, and they did. The staff member who will build it is HVT. He has never built an MRT extension before, so we'll see what happens.
Amazing.
Good luck.
So if you haven't looked at the Plains Line extension, it will extend all the way to Richville, at least Richville International. We are looking to allow the extension to go further inland. It'll probably the station where Richville International will be probably put further west, so that the line can turn northward into Richville itself and continue probably further east from there. So that's that. Moving on to roads, Vicky Posa is proposing a very major road, the Larkspur Expressway, the 892, that pretty much crosses over much of the northern portions of the map. Vicky has already gotten permission from most areas. The highway has been approved as in total. Regarding some problem areas, like such as Snow Topic, which is owned by HNT, the staff have decided to. HNT has not responded to us regarding since he's the temporary owner of that town. He's not been able to respond to us since then. So we have decided to override. HNT never intended to be a permanent owner of the town anyway, so we're going to override HNT's authority there and approve the road as was proposed as originally proposed through that area. So don't say H&T has been overridden. That's not a nice. Okay, but don't say it out of context there. Jeez. Okay. The other road that we considered is from Fiork G, the B577, the Transpine Highway, which connects from his town in the south to eastward toward a ferry terminal building. This road proposal has been approved as well. Moving on to section 5, projects and funding proposals. The funding for MRT Vision's Screenshot Contest 3 has been approved. That's pretty much a formality, but you have to prove it as just for transparency and all that. And 5B, the Suslo heliport proposed by Frosty Creeper. Basically, he is working together with Happy Crafty to basically renovate, not necessarily renovate, but to complete the heliport on the old world, and it to basically fill in interiors and to add more helicopters onto some empty helipads. This project has been approved. Basically actually no, I was about to say most things in here have been approved, but there are some denials that are coming up right here. Moving on to inactive asset transfers. We don't call them auctions anymore. That is, please stop using the word auction, because that's not the official term. 6A, HVT wants Silent Plains. This is a town somewhere. I don't know exactly where anymore, but we looked at it and it seemed okay. So this has been approved for HVT to connect a metro to. 6B, Vulpicula has requested a couple towns at T50. This has been denied because we don't think Vulpicula is close enough with his town at T49 to be able to get a legitimate claim on there. Our suggestion to Vulpicula is that you will be given a couple months, or at least 1 or 2 months, to start expanding your town further northward. I'd say at least try to get halfway there to T50. And if you can get it to that point, you can re-request at a future GSM, and you'll be much more likely to get approved then. But we will keep T50 basically away from any sort of claiming for the next 1 or 2 months for that purpose. And finally, Dragon Balloon 419 has requested a town, has no name, and a kind of an unknown owner. It is northeast of PMW City. This has been denied also based on distance reasons. The town is definitely at least 500 blocks or more away from the existing parts of PMW City. We would recommend that, Dragon Balloon, that you fill out that portion south of that town. Expand PMW City into that there, and if you do that, you can you'll have a much higher chance of requesting this town at a future GSM. Okay, and finally, I'd just like to go over the Minecraft 1.13 update. As you know, I did post a survey of about a week ago, posing some questions about 1.13. From what I've heard, it sounds like people don't really, a vast majority, don't really care too much about the PvP Arena plugin being disabled when we update to 1.13, and people seem to just want to update as soon as possible. So the plan is, if you've read the public portion of the agenda, is first thing, there is a problem with the New World, specifically outside of the borders. Originally there's usually a buffer area outside the world border on all worlds, and by default this is usually around 204 blocks away from the border. This is the world border plugin's default. I found it to be not sufficient. Because what happens is most people go near the border and they still generate chunks. Yeah, it's all your fault, Mojang. Yes. So what I need to do is I need to fix that. I accidentally trimmed that down to 204. When when Epsilon started, it was 500 blocks away. But the buffer was 500 blocks thick. So it's now back down to 204. I need to regenerate those chunks before we go to 1.13, otherwise it's going to be all different. So I am going to do that. I'll give a fair warning, probably next week. Maybe on a Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll probably give more details or make Discord announcements when I have the time to do so. But basically, these chunks, I'll run the command to generate these chunks. It will probably take many hours, maybe even days to do it. It'll run in the background. During this time, no world edits will be allowed, and no Dynmap renders will be allowed, because this is quite an intensive operation that I'll have to do. Hopefully it won't take too long. I will let people know when you can do world edits and can do renders again. So that'll be done next week. Also, sometime probably this month, maybe even next week too, the beta server will be open to the public. We've done probably the majority of the testing on, or at least the fixes we've done on the beta server. We are still looking for other people to just do some more testing. Again, griefing is allowed on there, but again, I'd rather you guys, if you can find bugs now, it's so much more better that you find them now before we update rather than after, because then at least we can actually deal with it. So please help out with testing there. When I'll announce when the beta server is open to public as well. And once we'll leave it open for a few weeks, and my plan is probably early April, somewhere around there. That's probably when we'll probably be ready to update to 1.13. And I'll make announcements for that. One note I would make though, when we do update to 1.13, the server will probably be whitelisted to the main server. Will probably be whitelisted staff only for at least a couple days, maybe 1 or 2 days, maybe more, because what's going to happen is Core Protect needs to upgrade its database for 1.13, and it's a lot of changes because our database has tracked everything since the purge last year, so it's about 9 months, maybe more of data. And in order to do that migration, it has to basically copy the database over, and that tends to take in probably day 2 days, maybe even more, depending on how that's going to happen. Beta server will be open during that time, so people can play on there while main server's down. But once main server is updated, we'll do some testing a little bit before we open it up to the public. We do expect a generally less performance and probably more lag because of 1.13, because that's the Spigot devs have tried to make some optimizations which has helped. Definitely things are better than what they were before, but in general it is still probably a slowdown. So yeah, so that's basically the plan. So once again 1.13 expected by early April at the earliest.
Sorry, I haven't been listening for everything. Did you say?
I did announce the map
announce
world.
the map world.
I did announce the map world. Yep.
I was clearly not paying attention, so apologies.
Okay. All right. So is that all? I think that's it. Okay.
Yay.
So I guess I don't know how we're gonna. Are we gonna do serious questions?
I mean, we could
do silly questions now. I can just ride and just talk with people.
I have a serious question.
Okay.
I mean, before you ride, you need to do 20 questions.
May I ask it now?
Okay. Let's just do this traditionally, like we always do GSM. So we're gonna do serious questions first. If you have think you want to turn to talk or to speak, please PM me either in game or through the Discord voice channel, text channel. Make a note of who is talking here. Twitch chat is don't post in Twitch chat. I'm not going to take questions through there for obvious reasons. But Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna note down who's...
I'm gonna ask.
Mojang, just ping me. Or just yeah.
Alright.
Because I need to... I'm basically writing down all your names to know which order
Right.
you guys are going. Okay. Okay.
While all this is going on, my Leave House of Shame has been resurrected.
Oh, and of course, don't forget, if you are participating in Reviewers Screenshot Contest 3, voting is now open for participants. It'll be open for a week, so please vote too.
Okay. Let's start... Okay. Let's start off with Dragon Blue. Is this a question? Let me just read it here. Dragon Blue, I'm not sure. I don't understand your question here. It says maybe for the plane thing, it could be by total number of flights to the airport. What exactly do you mean there? I'm not sure if he's typing it out somewhere. I'll have to wait here.
From February 16th.
So, how's everyone's day going?
From what, sorry? What was that referring to? Dragon Blue, are you typing right now, or did you get what I said there? I'm not sure if he's even here.
I don't see him typing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him typing. Okay, I'm going to skip Dragon Bloom for now. We'll probably get back to him. Moving on to Red Ray. Red Ray's question is, what will the Plains line do near Berenstain? We talked of AGT about it. I think it's probably best that the lines stay as straight as possible. So it should not divert down toward that town. So if Mervyn Ang, the owner of Berenstain, if he wants to connect with the MRT, he can do so by expanding his town northward once he gets back. I hope that answers your question there. Okay, moving on to Kekto, I got you in there. Okay, next up is Fred. Fred is asking, what exactly is the 2000 block rule? Okay, so the 2000 block rule, if you look on the rules revamp document, and if you look under, I believe, I think it's under railways. Yeah, railways. Railways, I think it's on only railways right now. Yep. So railways, number 4, stations on a town may be a maximum of 2,000 blocks apart, measuring from the ends of the platform. Players wishing to have stations further apart than 2,000 blocks may ask a member of staff for approval via email. Note that this says that it doesn't have to have GSM approval, it just requires staff approval. So approval can be done outside of a GSM. But basically this rule is replacing the wording that said, in the previous rules that said reasonably, was it a reasonable distance, basically? We wanted to make sure that we had some sort of concrete wording here, so that there wouldn't be any sort of ambiguity in this sort of situation. Basically, Fred, if you're expanding your railway within 2,000 blocks, you're okay. You don't need to ask staff permission. But if you are going to expand your railway further than 2,000 blocks, then you should email staff. So at the very least, that staff know that you are expanding such a long distance in that direction. Yeah.
I think also going to be...
Again, what I mentioned before, based on what Otto was saying, we're going to try this out at 2,000 blocks for now. If we find that it is too cumbersome and there are a lot of people asking for extensions further than 2,000 blocks, then at that point we will adjust this limit. But for now, we're going to
And
stick with
clarify,
2,000 and see what happens.
It's 2,000 blocks between stations. So if you've got like stations in between, say 500 or 1,000 apart, then that's fine, even if it goes across like much more than that totally.
Could I ask a quick question about that?
Yeah, Otto?
Is that like a straight line between the end of the platform or like along the track? Because that may differ in some cases.
It would probably be along the track. Yeah.
Oh boy, that means I'll have to get GSM permission for various lines because I have a
again, it's not GSM. Again, Otto, it's not GSM
staff. Yeah,
it's
no,
not
it's
GSM
fine.
permission. So again,
that just makes a difference between having to get approval and not, because there's a loop of about 200 blocks that makes it over the 2,000. What I'm going to do soon.
Again, the intent of this rule is to ensure that the rail lines aren't going way across the map and not stopping for a long time without a station in place at anywhere. So again, we'll see what happens. If the limit does prove to be too short, then we will expend it. Probably expand it at the next GSM or decide to do it later on.
That's fine. It's just like I needed to know because that's the difference between having to submit or not in this case.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Dragon, you're back. Can you ask your question again because I did not understand it? You were mentioning something about total number of flights. Dragon, you pinged me in Discord voice channel. Maybe for I'll read you what you said. Maybe for the plane thing, it could be by total number of flights to the airport. That's okay. You should look in Discord voice channel then, because you certainly did. Last month? Oh, it was last month. Oh, sorry. I should look at dates. Never mind. Okay, sorry, Dragon. That is my bad. Completely. Okay, moving on. Mojang, you're up next. What is your question?
Alright, hello. I would just like to clarify about the helipad rule regarding senator and governor towns. So, right, for senator and governor towns, you can have 2 helipads plus your existing airfield and or airport, right?
I believe that is. I'm just checking here. Yeah, I believe that is correct. Yes, because.
All right, thank you.
Because the helipad you got at mayor rank, so that would. Yeah, you already have those, and then your airfield allocation is another 7,500 above that.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah. I believe that's correct. Yeah. I'm just double checking. Sorry.
It's okay.
Above the first two.
2 helipads not count.
Yeah, the helipads do not count. Mega, you're kind of quiet, just so you know, so people may not be able to hear you.
I'm on my phone.
Wait,
so...
that's Mega?
That is Mega, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Just phone Mega.
So yeah, the first 2 helipads don't count, but then any helipads after that, since aren't provided for, then that will count towards your
Yeah, any additional helipads, will count toward your 7,500. Okay, all right, so moving on. Imperial Block, you have 2 questions.
Okay, first one, it's about the lab words. I proposed a time to add a new plugin with a new organized word. Chief responded to me that the time for plugins is not yet arrived. When will it be the time for proposed new plugin?
So we generally only accept new ideas for new plugins when we're at a state where we're not updating to the next Minecraft version. So right now we are going to be updating to Minecraft 1.13 soon. And when we update, we want to make sure that all our existing plugins work properly.
Yeah, Chief said me so.
Yeah. So to answer your question, basically, once we have updated 1.13 and we've and maybe for a month or two or maybe longer, we've determined that things are relatively stable. At that point, we will accept new ideas for new plugins. There's an exception to this, though. If you can find a replacement plugins, for example, like for our chair plugin or for right now the PvP plugin, those are exceptions that we may look into beforehand because they're replacing a plugin rather than adding a new one. So
No, my proposal is not a replacement.
yes, that is.
Second question. The server is updating to 1.13, but 1.14 looks like coming. It will come in an estimated time of within the year.
Okay.
So, and another thing. Is the 1.13 update to 1.13.0, 1.13.1, or 1.13.2?
1.113.2. Beta server is already on 1.113.2 actually right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, 113?
That is all.
Yeah.
Yeah, beta server is already on. Beta server is on 1.13.2. Yeah.
And you were saying about 1.14 Imperial block, but the thing is that it takes time for usually sometimes months for plugins to update to 1.14.
Yeah, especially for this update 1.13, the flattening is quite hard to pass over.
Sorry, what? What do you mean by the flattening?
The flattening is the Minecraft redoing the block ID structure.
For example,
all the ID changes and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that.
Yeah. So with all those IDs, so we've had to wait a long time for that because all the plugins had to update. Unfortunately for now, it does look like that all the plugins that we have on beta server right now are updated, and they seem to work well with 1.13, so I don't foresee any further issues regarding those changes. But regarding 1.14, we have to wait again for plugins to update for that version, and as well as Paper Spigot to update. So yeah, that's going to take a while.
Also, if I recall what someone said, I think World other than 1.13 is going to recognize like, old ID values.
Yeah, Essentials and all the other plugins recognize IDs, even though they're not technically a Minecraft thing anymore, but they recognize it just for convenience. So you won't have to type out GM Adventure or GM Creative every single.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Moving on. Cacto, you had a question.
Yes, I did. I sent in an email regarding expansion of SSR Airport, because it's like right on the beach there. So I was going to expand the terminal slightly so that it reached the beach and so that seaplane could access it due to this rules revamp. And yeah, I just haven't got any response to that email, so
Okay.
I was wondering if y'all had seen
That
it.
is, yeah, that I do have that email ready to go. I will respond to that after the GSM, so you should get a response.
Sounds good, thank you.
Okay.
That is all.
Okay. And next up is the green kangaroo. Green Kangaroo's question is: will you accept a replacement for the e-elevator plugin? There is one. It's called Lift.
Oh.
Oh
dang.
I mean,
Yeah, we got a replacement just in 1.12.
Yeah.
There will be an e-elevator memorial. There's a plot in Central Park in Central City I've been eyeing on. So once 1.13 happens, if it's still free, I'll.
Yeah. Regarding e-elevator, there were some options to perhaps get an updated version of e-elevator, but they were kind of not. They were non-official updates. And frankly, at this point, considering how long e-elevator has been around and how old it is, I think it's probably, I decided high time that it's probably best that it
will die.
It dies, yeah. So, yeah. So there'll be no e-elevator in 1.13. You will have to update your elevators then. If later on, as Imperial Block was saying, if there are any new once we get to a point where we're looking for new plugins, and you do find another plugin that could possibly replace Lift or be a complement to Lift, that does have elevators with doors, then feel free to propose it. But yeah, you'll have to wait until then. Okay, Fjork G, you have a question? I don't know if you're typing it out or if you are speaking it. Fjork?
Hello.
Spork.
Okay, I don't see Fjork. Okay, we've pinged him.
So, it's not really a question. Wait. Never mind.
Okay.
I was to say a thing, but it's special. Next.
WB Red Ray.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm okay. All right then. If there are any
That's
further serious questions or comments or anything like that, this is the last call for them right now. Okay, I don't see anybody. I don't see anyone messaging me. So, wait, are we going to silly questions next, or are we going to 20 questions next? I don't know.
Silly questions.
Silly questions. I think you were supposed to answer silly questions while you ride the MRT line.
Okay, we'll do silly questions while we ride the MRT line then. Okay, so let's do 20 questions then.
Yeah, you can do this.
Fjork's, I think Fjork's trying to ask a question, but we'll figure it out here.
Question, but
20 questions, huh?
Mm-hmm. You got this.
All right, let's
That's
start
already
with,
interesting.
is it a person?
No.
No, it is not a person.
No.
Is it a place?
No.
No.
This is going to be very interesting.
It is not a place.
Is it an event?
Nope.
Not an event. No. No.
I'm just gonna go through this really quickly because I just want to get this over with.
Yeah.
Person
You'll get this, I hope.
You'll get it.
Is it an object?
No.
No.
Is it an idea?
Yes.
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 Oh, another idea again. Okay, great.
Oh
God. Fun.
Is this what I mean when they say it's idealistic to think about something?
yes.
It's a horrible pun, sorry.
Well, let's get this out of the way. Does it have anything to do with math?
No.
No.
That's fine.
No math.
Does it have anything to do with science?
No science.
Wait,
No.
good,
No.
but
No science.
Does it have anything to do with politics?
Nothing to do with politics.
No.
definitely hell no.
I'm just burning through these questions. I don't care. It's an idea, huh? I don't know. What else? There's ideas, nothing to do with math, science, or politics. It doesn't really leave much left, does it?
It doesn't.
Is it I don't know if this is too subjective a question, but is it a popular idea?
Like, what do you mean by popular?
N/A.
Is it?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay, is it? Maybe I'll reword it. Is it? Do people think it? Do most people think it's a good idea? A good idea.
It depends on the circumstance.
Okay. Okay, that didn't tell me anything. All right. It's an idea.
You definitely know what this is.
Oh, you get it.
Does it? Does it have something to do with entertainment? Entertainment.
I mean, it's entertainment. Okay, not traditional entertainment, no, but it's entertaining to some people.
It's entertainment to us.
Yeah, it's entertainment to us.
Well, yeah. Like,
It's entertainment to us.
Does it have something to do with the internet?
No.
No.
Definitely.
No, you're going low.
It's entertaining to you folk. I don't like this game anymore.
And thus came the end of 20 questions.
No internet. It's entertaining. Does it have something? Does it have something to do with education?
No.
No.
No. How many questions do I have left? 10? 9?
10.
10.
Oh, no, 9. You have 9 now.
9.
I will say asking if it has to do with something, I think is a technically good route. It's kind of the route to go to at this point.
I'm running out of things though. It's not nothing to do with math, science, politics, internet, education, and it's entertaining.
Yeah, a lot of the categories are gone.
Yeah.
Maybe I found the response.
Huh? Please don't give Frumple any clues.
Kekistan.
It's entertaining.
Sorry, you lost one, Yoshi.
I have $5 back then.
Does this have something to do with pranking someone?
Pranking, wait, sorry, what was the question?
Does it have something to do with pranking someone?
Kind of. It started off like that.
Theoretically, that could be possible.
Yes, theoretically. Yes.
Theoretically.
We'll go with yes.
Okay.
We'll go with yes.
Ooh.
You can do this.
Entertain something to do with pranking someone. Does it have something to do with food?
No.
No, not
Definitely
food.
not.
Not food.
Yeah.
Does it have something to do with deceiving or deception?
Could be.
No.
No? No deception?
No. I wouldn't go down that route.
I'm close to giving
I
up.
mean, I
at this
also
point.
wouldn't go down the pranking route, but
Yeah, it's not. It's also you started off as kind of a prank, but that's really it.
Does the idea have something to do with this server?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
in a certain context.
Yes.
In a certain context.
No, it's something to do with the server. Just straight.
In a
I
certain
would go down that
context.
route. Go down that route.
In a
Go
certain
down that
context.
rabbit.
Is it something that happened? Well, wait, no. How do we phrase that? Does it involve? No, I don't like that either. Shit. Is it something that happens on a? This is going to be very vague. Is it something that happens on a frequent basis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a regular basis.
I can tell you it's happened 15 times.
That's a hint.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Can you figure out what's happened 15 times?
Are we counting?
Is this
Yes.
is this something that is meta?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Is it 20 questions?
No.
No.
What? What?
No, it's not.
Then what? Okay. All right.
Definitely not.
15 times, huh?
But like,
It is meta, but it is not 20.
It's not Meta Knight.
Oh, so close, Rumble.
Does it have something to do with boxing someone in?
No.
What?
One question to go, then a guess. You're right there.
Bro.
I don't know. This is a stupid question. Does it have something to do with me?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that helps.
Oh, it's guessing.
Guessing
Guess
time.
time.
So it's not. 15 times, huh? I don't know. Should I go on the wiki and look?
No, don't do that.
15 times. That's probably not gonna give me anything funny.
I don't even think you'll find it on Google, to be honest.
You won't find it on the wiki, Rumble. I'm sorry.
No. I really don't.
Take a shot in the dark. You know, maybe you'll get it. You've done it before.
Pray to the Lord Jesus Christ.
is it the
Are you looking
2008
at-
financial crisis?
Is it? No. What? It starts with a prank.
Well, it started with a prank.
Started with a prank.
Maybe it's the Virgin Mary.
But now it's like a thing that happens.
Now that's the thing that's happened 15 times.
I really don't know. I give up.
Yes.
It's nothing.
Yeah, you can just fly it. Why is it wrong?
If it's some in the
You turn
beginning,
around for a bull fly. You'll be able to, you gotta fly out of your little hut thing.
in the beginning, there was nothing.
You were so close.
He did say 20 questions.
What does this mean? I don't understand this.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's
There's
nothing.
nothing behind you.
This okay, we're not playing 20 questions anymore. That's the stupidest concept I've seen. No, it's dumb.
It's officially called nothing.
That's
There actually is a page on the wiki called Nothing.
Yeah.
So when you said it, you wouldn't find it on the wiki. That's actually not.
Let's open the Savannah line.
Oh, there's a little ladder.
Africa.
Okay, where do
Yeah,
I?
there's a little ladder. If you go down the ladder in the.
All right, let's open the. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You gotta follow the red carpet, which is apparently propped up by a cobblestone wall.
Oh my, this is a very dangerous red carpet.
Yeah, I think so.
I wish I could see how dangerous it is, but
I wish I was at the station right now.
3.
Okay.
Two.
Well, before I'm not gonna do it
I don't
yet.
think anyone's following your count.
So the Savannah line is the first line in the southwest. It's not connected to anything yet, but I hope we will get some more connections later.
Yes, Mesa Line to Chande. Let's go.
Thanks to Heaven Angel for building this, and I declare the Savannah line open. And these shares are gone.
Yay!
Gosh.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys I'll
Calling a
break.
card.
You go ahead and break the station because you're.
And then we'll go behind, and I think it's silly questions.
It looks like that.
Or, you know,
Hey!
Crumple could just fly up onto the track and place the cart.
The last
That's
time
not allowed.
No, nothing looks like okay. Oh, mine.
You need to push the button to call
Vanilla
the cart.
cards are outdated. Now there are you cars or else. Hi, Red Ray. I beat you.
Oof, roasted.
Okay, I'm running the MRT now. You guys want to ask some silly questions? Go right ahead.
Crumple, I had a question that
Red Ray, I'm almost
you can answer.
Don't slow me
Okay,
the
let's
down.
Periel, let's other people ask silly questions. What's your question?
All right. So during I think the January GSM, do you? No, oh God. I'm pretty sure you saw my town. You went.
Yay!
Imperial, please
I surpassed him.
Okay, I'm muting. Muting. There you go. Sorry about that. There you go.
All right. You know that? Okay, so you know that Barney that's in my town. What was like that devilish Barney that was in my town in Victoria? What was your first reaction when you saw that?
I vaguely remember it, but I mean,
It's like a Barney with like like holding a cross surrounded by fire. Like you walked out of the MRT station.
I'll say it's not the strangest thing I've seen on the MRT. To be honest,
that,
be really honest.
That Barney statue used to be an Astro Slurp, by the way.
Frumple, I have a silly question.
Okay.
What was your first impression when you saw that slum in Deadpool?
I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've expected that slum.
It's the one with the broken MRT line.
I don't remember seeing it, so I can't really answer that. Sorry.
Big rip. Oh.
Are the arrival bays working properly? Because I seem to be skipping stations quite a lot.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's like 10.
There's like 10 people in front of you
going down the line.
But I see. I'm going over people. Got it. All right.
Hello, everyone.
Three.
Hey,
hello, A-Line.
Hello.
Hey, it's a
Lion.
Lion.
I don't know if Heaven hasn't actually. I don't know if he's actually ridden the whole line. So I don't know how long this will take. There's like 34 stations or 31 stations.
Let's bless the rain.
Okay. Any further silly questions?
What's your favorite type of egg?
Extra large.
Oh, nice.
Rumble, I have a silly question.
Yes.
What is your favorite type of popcorn?
I just like plain popcorn, honestly, with a little salt. That's about it. It's healthier too, generally.
Whoa.
What is your favorite MRT station?
That one's a hard one. I think the one that Frozen built, the one that doesn't have, that was supposed to be where the Southern Line goes. That's a very good station, but just not really used very much. It's on the. Okay, we're going backwards now. Someone broke it. Someone broke it. Things gonna fly.
Ooh, savage.
Imperial just skipped over the whole station.
Okay. But yeah, I don't remember what station that was. I think it's I recall. Let me look on the time map here. I think it's the I-20. I think it's I-20. I think I-20 C51. Yeah, that station there.
Ooh, nice choice.
And I'm stuck.
Acacia is ugly.
Acacia is a beautiful tree.
How dare you say that, Mojang? It's very mean.
Oh. Yeah, HVT, I finished your Blue Rail ad.
Yay.
It's different than the usual ads that I do. You should come see it.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, today's the results. Today's when I get my results for Chat Bay, unless it gets delayed or something. I don't know.
Ooh, good luck, Mojang.
Yeah. Another stupid colony going for senator.
Dragon, you're not. You're still behind me, I believe. Yeah, you're just behind me.
Dragon, did you get hit? I cannot speak English today.
It's okay, that's life. Life's full of English.
Yee.
Okay, then.
Yeah, yeet.
I do like the design of the Savannah line. See the sunrise.
Interesting. It's very interesting
They're
design.
very nice.
I like the detail
And it's
on it.
probably one of the most detailed stations I've detailed standard stations I've seen.
Color choices
Wait,
are a
can I?
little interesting in my opinion, but I like how much detail he put into it.
I have a
It's
I
question.
wonder if Heaven Angel actually used the stations me and Thomas designed back then. No, I didn't. Oh, those are nice.
Okay.
Cool.
So
These are some nice stations. Wow.
Good job.
I didn't know Heaven Angel
Good job,
was
Red
this
Ray.
good
I
at designing
probably
stations.
the mesa is going to connect here or something. Maybe at some point in the future.
Chief is supposed. I guess the most obvious connection would be Chief extending the western line south, but I don't know if he has time to do that. Alternatively, the desert or Mesa lines could connect westward at some point.
Oh yeah, mesa line to Chan Bay. Oh.
Hey, not the Astro. Hey, Frumple,
Hey,
Frumple, I have another silly question.
Okay.
Would you like an Astro Slurp grade cookie?
I'm not hungry right now, but thanks for the offer.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Let's plus the rains down in
Oh God, that song I never understand. I don't understand what it means. It just. Oh, I'm bouncing around. Oh, apparently I'm stuck down here. Something is wrong.
Something is wrong.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well.
Unfortunately, my desert line expansion plan won't make any sense. Big rip green kangaroo.
Yeah, I don't know where the desert line's gonna go. I think it'd probably go south for a little bit further.
It's probably gonna go south.
Yeah.
To like, I don't know. I don't know where we'll go.
Okay.
Probably New Genesis, I don't know.
Okay, I am just. You guys are just. Oh God.
There's something wrong, Mr. Frumple.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of cars on the track right now. I'm just gonna.
Oh, it's a lag fest.
No, not lag fest, just bouncing back and forth. It's not. It's delaying my trip.
Oh, fuck.
You guys heard of Siva Gunner?
I've heard of it, yeah.
That's the good shit right there.
It is.
The best music, better than Eminem.
Especially listening to.
I've heard it got terminated a few days ago. Then it revived.
Yep. Now I can listen to Delfino Plaza over and over.
Now I can listen to my favorite. Now I can listen to my favorite rip. Super Mario World Athletic Theme PAL version.
Where are we right now? H9? Oh, this is gonna take a while.
Because
You passed the Astro Slurp grade cookie. Now I have to zoom all the way forward to give it to you again.
It's okay. Life is full of mistakes. Are you a mistake? Well,
Am I a mistake? Here, have an Astro Slurp grade cookie.
Astro Slurp grade
Let,
cookies.
let's
Some sort of
insert
Ponzi scheme.
let's insert something random. So while I was in San Francisco back in 2013, I saw naked bikers.
Yeah,
It was
that's
the
not.
weirdest.
That's normal.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
HVT.
I'm
I
sorry,
was
but
like
that's normal.
I was like in the port area. Is there a name for the port area in San Francisco?
Fisherman's Wharf?
Embarcadero.
Or
Embarcadero.
the
I've been there.
Sure. Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I saw like while I was in the car, like we were in San Francisco downtown, and then and then for some random reason I saw like two naked bikers. I feel concerned for them. I don't know how it feels in their balls. They probably got, I don't know, blistered or something.
Okay.
Cool.
Mojang, you should know that this is all being recorded still, so.
I know.
Cool.
It's
MBS
going to
already
be part of the
ended.
official GSM recording. Because, well, that's how I usually do it.
Wow.
Those wise words will be forever documented as a part of MRT history.
Good job, Mojang.
Just as a quick question, everyone, do people really want 1.13 like badly? Like how
I don't
badly do you
I don't
want
mind
it?
the
Wow.
update.
I didn't care
For
less.
me, it'd be cool to update to 1.1.
For me,
It'd be cool
Yeah,
to
it'll
make
be-
secret rooms
like
with
not-
the being able to swim and all that.
for me,
There's almost
I like
stand on
the
MRT
idea of
lot.
coral blocks.
for me, like as a builder, I get more blocks with that update, so it's kind of
Yeah, more
useful for me.
blocks, more the
Plus
merrier.
plus the sea pickles in the 1.13 update. You can make little bunches of them right close to each other and actually acts as a light source. So that'd be pretty helpful for like underwater lighting.
I would prefer PvP not be broken, but I've been substantially outvoted on that. So
Yeah.
Now we can spawn 20,000 fishes in the water now.
Please don't do that.
With the PvP plugin not being able to work.
why you can already spawn 20,000 squids.
Yeah.
With the PvP plugin not working anymore. I'm
I'm
finally
just-
free
just-
from being killed by Kitty at a 1v1 in PA every single time.
So the answer
Isn't there like a texture update in 1.13?
14.
It's 1.14, I think.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. To answer
So what
to answer
so what new blocks are there in 1.13?
To answer Camel's question, the PvP Arena plugin, the developer, they've kind of pretty much abandoned the plugin based on the announcement they've made. So yeah, there's not really much activity over there. There's not really. I don't know if it's ever going to get updated to 1.13 at this point. And unfortunately, that plugin is really the only PvP plugin, the best, but probably at least the most developed one. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to address that.
All right. So are there like any new blocks in 1.13? By the way,
Yeah,
like
there's
besides
like
the sea corals and
New trap
besides
doors.
the-
In my opinion, coral would be really cool in Sunshine Coast.
I can use like thousands of trapdoor tricks now just to make modern houses out of. Ooh,
What
good
happens
data.
to the ocean biomes in the 1.1?
They can't. They're not gonna get up. They don't get updated with that because
see.
we already because the biomes are already existing, so they won't change unless we do them ourselves. So.
Maybe I could get a mod to like update like all of like Thanos to the warm ocean biome. That'd be cool.
Same. I'm gonna update the entire bay side of Victoria to accommodate this. So cool stuff.
H14, so almost halfway there.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I guess one benefit if we do update 1.13, and if at least before 1.14, we'll probably get an influx of new players, bad or good. Because most new players, they don't know how to go back a version.
Yeah.
So I always see that there's always it makes it easier for new players to get on here. That'll be good. Yeah, don't worry, Mind Man, about the GSM. Most staff were not able to make it this date, which is kind of expected. Or I was kind of expecting it anyway, because it's a fixed date. But we didn't know if most staff would be available anyway.
Cool. Nice.
I just realized my mic was muted.
Oh,
Good job, Vicky.
I keep forgetting there's like the dumb switch, and I keep accidentally turning it off.
My microphone has a switch like that, and HVT. Sometimes HVT reminds me that my mic is muted, and then yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Mind Man.
It'd be nice
Hello,
if we were.
man.
I can just imagine if we were able to spawn phantoms, that would be kind of cool. But it doesn't matter.
My mic is embedded in my laptop, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, same. I haven't invested in getting a mic. I don't really want to. It's not awful, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, I don't. At least I don't think my audio quality is that bad.
Yeah, I mean, when I've heard myself like recording and stuff, on Mumble my audio is better, but like on Discord it's not awful, but it's not as good.
Hi, Cacto.
Hello.
You're keeping my boosted U car.
Hey, Mega. Remember how like a couple of weeks ago I told, or I think about a week ago, like how I'm using like Discord on mobile right now, because like I'm letting my friend borrow my mic. Well, just right now, my friend returned my mic, so I'm gonna go on Discord on my PC and not sound like trash.
See ya.
Oh, Yoshi's not here. I should probably put the... because of whatever screenshot thing that's happening on March 30.
Imperial Block. Lava buckets are restricted to staff.
Yeah,
Lava buckets have always been
of
restricted.
pufferfish makes
I'm
them
so
dangerous.
lost.
Exactly,
What?
I haven't had
There's like 3 conversations going on.
Oh, Imperial Block means the buckets of fish.
Imperial Block, I'm going to unmute you. Please don't interrupt other people. Thank you.
One thing I'll say is that whatever new blocks come into whenever we update the stuff, we always test it just because we need to make sure that it's safe before giving that to you. Then if it's something that's too dangerous, we will restrict it before even we update. So don't worry about that.
You're listening to Valerie in the background.
No.
So far, to be really honest, I don't follow the update. I don't care anymore. But I don't think there are any items we are planning on restricting, though, right? I think.
I don't even know what blocks are on 14 or 13. Actually, no, or 13 really. That are
there's like blast furnaces, vindicator stuff, and blah 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 structures.
Oh, isn't there like coal or something?
They also changed. There's also stone cutters and so and so.
I know there's like a load of like ocean stuff, like coral and stuff, but I'm not
There's
sure if it's 1.14 or 1.13.
That's 1.13. You get like new types of ocean biomes with like shipwrecks.
That's nice.
And so and so. We also get blue packed ice. So, they
pink.
Oh fuck.
You can finally get all sided wood. So we Gucci now. I can finally build those trees I've been doing, and we have kelp. So yeah, we kelp boys.
Yay.
Oh,
You know,
pufferfish makes them so dangerous, though. Like Imperial Block was saying, I don't know what. Huh?
You know, looking at like the lineup for the MRT screenshot contest, I'm very glad I'm not in a second semi-final.
Lucky, bro.
Yeah, the
second
semi-final is like
is
Second semi-final is brutal.
It's like
I don't like having to compete with such great screenshots.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got a good screenshot, but like, if I was in the second like semi-final, I'd be really worried.
Yeah, you.
I really like yours, though.
I could have the winning screenshot in that semi-final
Rumble
and
is
still be
stopped on the
worried.
MRT line.
There's a lot for my screenshot. There was a lot. There was a lot of work put
Definitely
back.
the scores of Semi 2 will be closer because
Yeah.
it's like not as clear who the clear standouts are.
You know, I should.
There's a
vote
lot
now.
of very, very good screenshots.
I think there's going to be like 3 or 4 runaway screenshots in like the first semi-final that are going to get quite a lot of points, and there's going to be a bit of a middle ground. But I think the difference between getting into the final and not getting to the final in the second semi is going to be like a couple votes. So like between 10th and 11th place is going to be like within 10 votes or less.
Yeah.
You know, for this screenshot contest, I was a bit more harder on the voting. I think simply because there's like certain things that certain people could have done a bit better, especially like seeing like photos like Narnia. Narnia had it was something else, right?
Speaking
Narnia's was really good.
Like Pros Cole, I'm very glad you're not in my semi-final.
Yeah, my favorite one in the second semifinal is Pro.
Speaking of voting, check events to sign up for the second season of Survivor. Thanks.
A-line heat, you say? I won't have to deal with that when I have a bottle of thick juice by my side. Astros.
You will be deserted in a lone area with no Astros.
We're going to kill you.
No.
Also, wait, Cacto, I'm very glad you changed your screenshot. The first one was
the first one was terrible. It wasn't aligned with the road grid. It really annoyed me, so I changed
the
it.
first one.
I
was
liked
good.
the first. I liked the
first
first one better.
Into the final.
Really?
It's just it wouldn't have won. If I'm going to be honest.
I liked the first one better. The first one was more unique.
Yeah, but it was so busy. I looked at
If only it would have lined up, then it would be really good.
I mean, yeah, it was just too busy. Like that was the thing. It was nice, but like, I mean, I think the thing with like the screenshot contest is like shaders can make anything look pretty. It's just like
I mean, not anything. I mean, honestly, there are some screenshots this time around that use shaders and are still just like boring.
Oh yeah, well I mean,
there is one thing that like I
do
was gonna
people
give it
think
to.
of my current screenshot because I'm.
There is
But
one
like you're not gonna win without shaders.
There is one tip.
Yeah, I
there is
think that's
one tip
unfortunate.
that there is one tip I would give to people that are using shaders. Like when you're like shooting, like especially like seeing a lot of the photos, there you should get your like some of the compositions I saw were pretty good, but some of the other ones like there's like no offense to Camel, but there like some of the compositions on like for example Camel's photo wasn't as great as I thought it was.
You anticipated.
I like Camels, but like I don't. It's definitely one of the ones that's going to be like I think. I think Camels is definitely going to get to the final, and I think it's going to end up on the website. I'm not sure if it's going to. I don't think it's going to win.
No, I don't think
Isn't it interesting how both futuristic cities of Aeolia and Grey Cloud are featured?
Yeah.
Castles is actually kind of. I don't know about.
I mean, Castles come third both screenshot contests. I mean, actually, to be fair, Castle won the first screenshot contest, but he was robbed.
That'll really blow me away, but it's kind of.
Castle was on my top.
It's cool.
Castle was on my top. It's probably on my top 5, especially because of the way he was able to present.
Yeah.
This screenshot, like his screenshot this time had like a lot of like a lot of lines. I wouldn't say lines, but you know how like the monorail where he had the shot at, basically the way that line is going in, it's kind of curving into that mountain. It's going into the station, and it just kind of attracts your attention to
Yeah,
the general.
it's cool. You see, the thing is, I like Castle always gets completely robbed in the public vote.
That thing, yeah.
Like he always like drops loads of places because of the public vote, and I'm like, oh, well, that's sad. It kind of happens. I always seem to lose points in the public vote as well. So.
Fjork said if he can get H14, which is just claimed, but it reminds me, I think, the property of signs were not put. So H1 should have a property of York, H10 property of NGWN, etc. Where did they go?
No, there are no signs that are placed. It's up to the person who won the allocation to put the sign there.
Some people just like build straight away.
I like castles.
Yeah.
Where's the Central City Warp, says Bjork. Yeah, it's neither the Central City Warp.
Yeah, Central City Warp has not been set up. Castle probably set that up. Speaking of contests, there is an idea that I'm gonna say right now that I've had for a contest. I'm looking for. I need to. You know that about page on the website that I've never updated in years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm
I
the
get-
one that's like 4 years old.
Make like a video.
Thing that's like massively outdated.
Yes, I know. I'm lazy and I'm not motivated to update it. But one thing that might help.
Yeah, we know.
But
we are very lazy too.
One thing I've been thinking about for the 7th anniversary of the server is maybe have a contest to make, or I'm not kind of outsourcing it in some way, to make an overview of the server or like a promotional video for the server. Kind of similar to, I guess, Cortesi's, if you remember, I don't remember the title of it, but it was...
Is it the cinematic?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That it had a title, but yeah, something similar to that would be good. Just something to show, what's around the server, who are the people on here, what kind of community we have.
Mojang chat.
That's
An advertisement.
I feel like with an advertisement, Kitty's already gonna win.
It could be an advertisement, but it could also be just
video.
I should make an advertisement. In
A
the
little
format
blog in Minecraft.
I should make an advertisement in the format Ryan Higa makes advertisement.
So
Has this ever happened to you?
Don't. Oh, well, so probably I don't know if probably not maybe April, but maybe the May GSM. I'll probably propose it, and people can make videos, and whoever wins will get to go on the about page.
That's actually kind of a cool.
So what?
I like that.
Yeah.
So basically, this is a video
It's a video contest. Yeah. So as opposed to screenshot contest, this is a video contest. Yeah.
Okay. Just barely
some more round numbers that I found this year is the 5th anniversary of the new world. I proposed a time to make a tour of the premier cities of the new world.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that reminds me. I mean, Gods did. What was it for the 5th? For the 5th actual MRT one, Gods was the one that set up the Emerald booths in the old world. I don't know. The 5th. I mean, that's like months away. We've got like ages to think about anything for an anniversary for the new one.
It'll come up sooner than you think. I mean.
Oh, yeah, it always does. But I mean, we've got like it's 7 months.
Speaking of,
Seven months? No, it's in July.
The new world.
No, he's
Oh,
talking
the
about
new
the
world.
new
Sorry,
world
okay.
anniversary.
Yeah, I guess.
The new
Yeah, I
world,
was like, the new world's like in October. We've got plenty of time.
beginning of October. Because on the fellow server, I saw beginning of October that the new world was implanted. I were not there, but I saw the Frumple's MRT line time lapses that made me the first idea of this server. Thanks Frumple for letting me know about this good server.
Okay. I should probably do those time lapses again, but I don't know. You realize how okay.
More time
Just let me frame this for you. Doing the time lapses was a lot of time to do it, and this was.
I remember the circle line.
Yeah. This was
before the MRT system like doubled in size.
But no, keep this in mind. The time lapses were made while the staff were making, right after the staff were making, so no one else was on this. Like no one's actually using the stations. So if I were to do it now, when the server's live, I guess I suppose I could do it on the beta server. But it would be less fun though, because then people wouldn't be able to get in. I think
have a traveling world guard region that's always encompassing.
That's not how world guard works. No, it's.
I mean, I'm sure there's a very. I'm sure there's a very niche plugin out there that someone's made for one specific circumstance with a traveling world guard region.
Well,
Ward guard.
Frumple, what you can simply do is just shut the line down and just say, listen, have like a travel website, like any other system operator, say that this line is suspended between these hours.
Well, I'll definitely do it. But if people want to be in the video, the time lapse video, I don't want to stop people. So putting it on the beta server would not be. It would be safer. That I wouldn't get. That would be less chance of disruption, but I don't think it'd be as fun.
I mean, if you just announce when you're doing it, you can just have a load of mods just kind of shadow you and teleport anyone that's being a nuisance.
But also in addition, there could be like broken tracks or like carts on the track. Trying to edit those, I can do some video editing to try to fix that a little bit. But I think
you'd have to have you'd have to have someone check the lines before you go down. And that'll take a bit. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's gonna take a bit more work. Like Circle Line took 2.5 hours.
This is the terminus station. All the lights.
Oh, we're at the terminus. Oh, okay.
You know what the longest A road on the server is?
Is it A1?
The A0.
It's the A0.
In all seriousness, like besides the A0, which you could drive on in a straight line infinitely, like I think the longest one isn't it like the A4 or something.
Yes.
I think
there should be an A Lamau highway.
Actually, no, I'm not sure. The A4 is, I think, currently the longest, but I think if the A1 extension is
the A4 is the longest.
But like. The thing is, if the A1 extension is finished, I think that will just become longer. Only because it goes kind of close to the world border and then does like this dog leg that goes across for like another couple kilometers. I think that'll just put it. But like that requires like people to actually work on that road, which
Also the A92 will be pretty long. But it won't be longer than the A4, I believe.
This building does not look great. I'm not. It looks like a big box.
And he's.
Someone's not getting a promotion.
Okay. Well, we're at H31. That's we rode the Savannah line. Yay.
I've got my MRT made.
Also, speaking of anniversaries, today is my 6-month guest anniversary.
Yay! In a few months, I'll be on my 6-year guestiverse.
I'll be old.
Okay, I'm just gonna relax on this beach. I'm gonna turn off the recording. I'm gonna go away.
Hi, recording.
Adios,
recording.
Hi,
amigos!